Hello everyone, myself Sushil Tosniwal, Senior Faculty Mathematics of Sri Chaitanya IIT Academy. Today we are focusing on JEE Mains paper September attempt that was held on 5th of September morning shift. Without doing any delay, let us start. Let us start with question number 1. This question comes from the chapter Determinants and Matrices. Here we need to solve system of linear equation, not actually solve, we just need to find the conditions. So, given the system of linear equation, this is consistent for what values of lambda. So, we have to apply Cramer's rule. What data or what conditions we have, let us see. From Cramer's rule, for system of linear equations to be inconsistent, delta must be 0 and at least one of delta 1, delta 2 or delta 3, there is nothing but delta x, delta y, delta z should not be equal to 0. Let us find out the condition here. So, what is delta? Let us find out. See, it is nothing but 2 minus 4 lambda, 1 minus 6 1 lambda minus 10 4. After solving, you will get a quadratic and you are getting two values, that is 3 and minus 2 by 3. If you check for lambda equal to 3, if you check for lambda equal to 3, you will get delta 1, delta 2 and delta 3 all are 0, which should not be the required condition. So, lambda equal to 3 will not be accepted. Let us put the second value of lambda. If lambda is equal to minus 2 by 3, you will get at least one of them, at least one of del 1, del 2 or del 3 is not equal to 0, and that is the required condition. So, we have originally we got two values, but lambda equal to 3 is not satisfied. So, basically what we have got exactly one negative value of lambda. So, this will be true for option number 4. So, correct option is 4. Let us move to the next question. This question comes from the chapter Vector and 3D, the most scoring chapter and the favorite chapter of the students also. Why? Easy only and scoring. So, they are asking the volume of parallelepiped. What is parallelepiped? A solid figure whose all the sides are parallelogram. The volume of parallelepiped is given by box of ABC. Box means scalar triple product, and we are putting mod over it because we require the absolute value of box. It is 158, it is given. Simplify this. Box of ABC, removing mod, we are putting plus minus 158 on the right hand side, 1 1 n, 2 4 minus n, 1 n and 3. Simplify it and see what we are getting. 12 plus n square minus 1, 6 plus n plus n, twice n minus 4. Let us write it down here. How many n square we are having now? 3 n squares, minus n plus 4 n. You can see here it is nothing but plus 4 n and minus n, you are getting 3 n, plus minus n 2 n square, and it is nothing, minus 5 n, and here it is 12 minus 6, so it is 6 equal to plus minus 158. You are getting two equations. You are getting two equations. Simplifying, you are getting 3 n square minus 5 n. If you are considering the positive one, you are getting 152. Second one is 3 n square minus 5 n plus 164. Obviously, this equation will not have any root because d is negative. Since d is negative, no root, and from here you are using the quadratic, you are getting the value of n to be 8. we will get two values, but we will be considering only the positive value. You can see here n is given as positive. So, n equal to 8 is the value that needs to be considered, but you can see n equal to 8 is not given in the option. So, we will need to look on the option number 1 and 2. Okay, fine. Let us see what is b dot c. Let us see what is similarly you can see for option number 1 also. Here I am checking the option number 2, b dot c. B dot c is what? Just check it out. 2 dot 1, it is 2, 4 into n is 32, n into 3 that is 24, minus 24 I am getting. So, it is nothing but 10. So, yes, option number 2 has become correct. Let us move to the next question please. Question number 3. This question comes from the chapter conic section. Here parabolas and circles are used. Okay, two parabolas, both the parabolas are the standard parabolas. You can see one is the horizontal and one is the vertical one. Y square equal to 4x. What is the equation of tangent? In slope form I am writing. Let the slope be m. So, equation will be y equal to mx plus a, here is 1 by m. Fine. This is also, this is a only. Okay. Y equal to mx plus 1 by m. For this one, the vertical parabola x square equal to 4y. What is the equation of tangent in slope form? X equal to y by m plus m, or you can remember this as like y equal to mx minus m square. For these two lines to be have both the lines are same only. So, comparing these two lines, what we are getting, m square is equal to 1 by m. So, basically it is nothing but m is equal to minus 1. So, the equation has become, the equation of tangent has become, equation of tangent is nothing but y minus x minus 1. Now, for this line to become the tangent of the circle also, this is the circle, standard circle. So, let us use the condition of tangency for the standard circle. C square equal to r square 1 plus m square, where c is the slope, where c is the y intercept of the line. So, here I am using that condition. So, minus 1 square, radius itself is c, do not get confused please, c square 1 plus m, m is minus 1. Basically, we have got 1 plus c square, 1 plus c square as, yeah, okay, fine. Let us check it out. It is nothing but, if you observe it here, 1 plus c square into 2. So, c we have got two values, plus minus 1 by root 2. From the option you can see it is single objective. So, you have to collect option number 1. So, hence option number 1 is correct. Let us move to the next question please. This question again favorite topics, favorite chapter of the students, that is what, differential equation. We have to solve this differential equation. We are having several methods. If you observe this, this equation can be solved by using the first method itself, that is variable separable. The variables are separated easily. See, it is nothing but dy 2 plus y you can write, and let's write down all the terms involving x in the right hand side, minus e to the power x, it is minus only, 5 plus e to the power x. Put the integral sign on both the sides. Here you are getting ln of y plus 2 minus ln of 5 plus e to the power x, let it be ln c. Simplifying, we are getting y plus 2 e to the power x plus 5 is equal to c. So, we have got the family of curve, we have got the solution as family of curve, but we require a particular solution. How to get that particular solution? By using this extra condition given in the question itself. Let us put it down. At x equal to 0, y is equal to 1 itself. Put it down here, everything, you are getting the value of c to be 1 plus 2 1 plus 5 is equal to c. So, from here c is nothing but 18. Put it down here again. So, the required equation of the particular curve is y plus 2 e to the power x plus 5 is equal to 18. Now, it is being asked to find the value of y of ln 13. So, x equal to ln of 13, y plus 2 e to the power ln 13 is 13 only, 13 plus 5 is 18, 18 cancel. So, it is nothing but y plus 2 is equal to 1. So, hence y is equal to minus 1. Is it available? Yes, in the option number 1. So, hence option number 1 has become the correct choice. Let us move to the next question. Question number 5, it is a good question. See here, this comes from indefinite integration. Do you remember one topic, do you remember one result, the basic standard result, f of x plus f dash x dx is equal to e to the power x f of x. The way in which we prove this one is what? By using the by parts you will get the answer in the second or third line itself. We are having one more result that students do not generally remember, but you should. E to the power hx f of x dot h dash x plus f dash x dx is equal to e to the power hx into f of x. Please try to remember this result. If you know this result, this question can be solved in the one line itself. See, whether we can transfer, whether we can apply this property or this result here. What is our e to the power hx? E to the power x plus e to the power minus x, correct? Okay, sir, what is inside the bracket? What is the differentiation of this part? If you see e to the power x minus of, let me write down the differentiation first. So, what we should multiply with this so that we can get this part, है? So, we have to manipulate and we are getting e to the power x plus 1. If you multiply this part here, what you are getting? E to the power 2x coming, sir, e to the power x into e to the power minus x, 1 minus 1 coming, e to the power x is coming, but this 2 into e to the power x is there. So, there is one term left, let it write down here, and which was actually required. See how? Now, compare with this result, it is hx, it is f of x, it is h dash x, it is f dash x, everything is compared. Directly you can give down the answer, e to the power x plus e to the power minus x into hx, hx is e to the power x plus 1. So, comparing this, what we have got? Therefore, comparing this, gx is nothing but e to the power x plus 1, and hence g of 0 they are asking, g of 0 is 2, and option number 1 has become the correct choice. Good. Move to the next question. The product of the roots of the equation this. This question comes from the chapter quadratic equation. Easy question, yes, obviously. We should know this thing, mod x square both are same, x square can be written as mod x square. So, here I am writing 9 of mod x square, 18 of mod x plus 5, correct. Let us mod x be t. So, it is 9t square minus 18t plus 5 equal to 0. It is negative, it is positive, both the roots will be positive, you can see. Let the roots be alpha and beta, that means t is equal to alpha and t is equal to beta. So, that is why x will be equal to, t is nothing but mod x only. So, x will be equal to plus minus alpha, t is equal to beta, other root, t is nothing but mod x. So, again x will be equal to plus minus beta. How many roots are there? 4 roots, we have to multiply all of them. So, obviously alpha into minus alpha, beta into minus beta, what you will get? So, nothing but alpha beta whole square. So, basically you have to find out the multiplication of this root, product of roots, alpha, here alpha into beta is what? Product of the roots, c by a, 5 by 9. Therefore, alpha beta whole square is nothing but 25 by 81. hence option number 4 has become the correct choice. Clear? Move to the next question. This question comes under the chapter statistics, very easy and scoring. We have to give very much focus on this chapter. Okay, let us see what are the data and what formulas will be required to solve out this question. There are 7 observations and the mean and the variance are given to us. Mean is given to us as 8 and variance is given to us as sigma square is given to us as 16. These are the data given to us. Let the two remaining, let the two unknown, let unknown observation be x and y, we are assuming it. Okay. So, therefore, x plus y plus 2 plus 4 plus 10 plus 12 by 7 is given as 8. If you simplify, you are getting x plus y as 10 only, sorry 14 only, yeah 56 minus 42 14 only, correct. The second data is given to us as variance. What is the formula of variance? Sigma square is nothing but sigma of xi square by 7 by n x bar whole square. Let us write it down here. Sigma is given as 16 to 256. This value is what? So, x square plus y square plus all these values I am going to write 4 plus 16 dot 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 14 is what? 196. Let me write it down in the shortcut way. It is nothing but 8. 8 square is 64 minus 64. On simplifying, you are getting, after simplifying, you are getting x square plus y square is equal to 100. These two values we have got. We have to find the absolute difference between the two remaining unknown observation. That is, the requirement is mod of x minus y absolute is required. This is required. By using the basic formulas, algebraic formulas, here I am writing mod of x minus y whole square plus mod of this whole square is nothing but x square plus y square, correct. Mod of x minus y, this is 100, x square plus y square is given as 100, we have already obtained. So, this 200 minus 14 square, root over 200 minus 196. So, the absolute value we are getting as 2, mod of x minus y is 2. Option number 3 has become the correct choice. Let us move to the next question. Okay. This question comes from the chapter sequence and series. Here it is a GP. If you observe it, suppose I am taking, how many terms are there? First of all 10 10, let us see, if I am taking 10 3 to the power 10 common, what can I write? This is not the correct question, there is some printing mistake, let me correct it. The question should be in the right hand side, it should be s minus 2 to the power 11. Okay, make this rectification, and after that I am starting 3 to the power 10 is being taken common, 2 upon 3 to the power 10, 2 upon 3 to the power 9, it will goes on 1, s minus 2 to the power 10. Can you tell me how many terms are there? For 2 to the power 3, 2 upon 3 to the power 0, started with 0, ends up with 10, there are 11 number of terms, which is a GP only. First term, let us start with this one, this is the first term, this is the last term, let it be. So, 1 minus 2 by 3 to the power 11, 11 terms are there, correct. Simplify, simplifying you are getting 1 by 3, that is 3 will come in the numerator, 3 to the power 11, 3 to the power 11 cancel out. So, 3 to the power 11 minus 2 to the power 11 is equal to s minus 2 to the power 11, simply s is equal to 3 to the power 11, hence the option number 3 is the correct one. Let us move to the next question. This question is from the chapter ellipse. This is a vertical horizontal ellipse. Let me write it down, x square by 5 plus y square by 4 is equal to 1. Can you make the diagram? Yeah. like this, it is ellipse. Let me make a proper diagram. अंडा लग रहा है ये तो. Okay, fine. This is the proper diagram. Not exactly proper, but yeah, fine. So basically, the point Q is situated on the y-axis in the negative direction, somewhere here. 0, minus 4. If you see the points on the vertex on the major axis and the minor axis, you can find this point is what, 0, 2, 0, minus 2. If you observe, we have to find the point lying on ellipse situated farthest from the point Q. So from the geometry itself, you can say this is the point. This is the point P. How? If you put the one leg of the compass here, other leg here, if you draw a circle, obviously the ellipse will always be lying inside that circle. So it is the farthest most point. So hence PQ will become 6. Therefore PQ square is nothing but 36. Answer will be 3. Correct? Move to the next question. If the coordinates of 2 points A and B are this and this. Okay, this is again a question of ellipse. See how much vertex is given on the conic section this time. 4 questions already we have got. No, 3 questions we have already got in the first 10 question. It is again a horizontal ellipse plus y square by 9. What is the eccentricity of this ellipse? So root over 1 minus 9 by 16, root 7 by 4. So the foci will become 4 into root 7. So it is nothing but minus root 7 comma 0 and root 7 comma 0, and these are the points A and B given. So from the definition itself we can say, these are the foci. So obviously A and B, PA plus PB will be always be equal to the constant, and that constant is equal to twice of the semi major axis. Here the major axis is 8, that means what, semi major axis is 4. So it is nothing but 2 into 4, answer has become 8. The easiest of the question, I guess. Option number 1 has become the correct one. Let us move to the next question, question number 11. This question comes from mathematical reasoning, again an important chapter, easy chapter, important chapter, requires less time. See, so what are the things you should know before going through this question? A, suppose is a statement, double implies B. What does it mean? A implies B, intersection B implies A. You should also know what does A implies B. It is negation of A union B, negation of B union A. This you should know. Let us move forward. Negation of this statement is equivalent to what? X double implies negation of Y, negation of this. Let us simplify whatever there is in the inside the bracket. Negation of Y implies X. This will be open as negation of Q, negation of X union or negation of Y, correct. Intersection, negation of Y is Y only, union X. Yeah. In the next step, suppose I am putting that in, I am just sending this in negation inside the bracket, what you will get? So X, it is union, it will become intersection, this will become union, this will become again intersection. Correct. Let us see whether this option is given there in the options or not. If you compare, you are getting the option number 1 itself is, this is the option 1 is itself is the correct one. Check it out everyone please. Yeah, let us move to the next question. This is the first question we have got from the chapter continuity and differentiability. Here it is given the function is, the keyword is twice differentiable. If the function is twice differentiable, that means what? F of x must be continuous, and again f dash x must be continuous. 4 conditions we will be getting. Let us see. So, everywhere this function is continuous and differentiable other than pi. That means pi was the doubt point. Here even it is given that this function is continuous and differentiable at pi also. So, let us use that property, f of x. So, since it is continuous at pi, f plus pi, f pi minus is equal to f of pi. We are having two definitions, we will getting two conditions. This is nothing but, if again there is a mistake in this question, let me rectify it. It should be -1 here in the first definition. So, if you put minus pi, that means pi minus, that means the first definition, you will get -1. From the second definition you will get minus k2. This one gives us the value k2 is 1. Yeah, let us differentiate it. It is continuous, we are using the property of continuous. Now, let us differentiate it since it is differentiable. So, f of x, f dash of x is what? 2k1 x minus pi, k2 minus sin x, less than pi, greater than pi. Again it is given that it is twice differentiable. So, f dash x will also be continuous. See whether it is any useful or not. Let us check out. So, f dash pi minus f dash pi equal to f dash pi plus. Two definition, we are getting two conditions only. Put pi minus here, you are getting 0, put pi plus, you are getting 0, 0 is equal to 0. Okay, this will always be continuous. It is not depending upon the values of k1 and k2, always be continuous. Now, since it is differentiable, let us differentiate it for the second time. F double dash x is equal to, here we will be getting twice of k1 in the first definition where x is less than pi. In the second definition I am getting minus of k2 cos of x where x is greater than pi. Since it is second differentiable, LSD must be equal to RSD. From this what we are getting? 2k1, put pi here, so it is k2. So, sir, k1 is nothing but k2 by 2, that is half. Therefore, k1 k2 has become half comma 1. The option number 2 is the correct one. Check it out. Question number 13. A survey shows, from which chapter it is? It is from sets and relation, easiest of the question. A survey shows 73% of the persons working in an office likes coffee, whereas here there is again a key change, not a key change, there is a printing mistake. Check out, you can compare with the original key paper, question paper, it is in PDF, that is why it is 65%. This is the rectification. Okay. Let the total number of persons, let the total number of persons in the office, in that particular office, be 100. Why we are 100 taking 100? Since everything will be very easy, very simple, since everything is given in terms of percentage. Okay. So, n of c, c is the set which c is the set of the persons who likes coffee. So, n of c will be equal to 73, n of t, number of persons who like tea, 65. Okay. So, now what we know, basic C union T, n of C union T, we have the formula n of C, n of T minus n of C intersection T. Just try to observe, this is 73, 65 minus n of this. What is the minimum value of this n? Maximum value of C intersection T can be what? 65 only, it cannot be that maximum more than that. So, what is the minimum value of n C union T? The minimum can be 73 obviously. So, here I am writing, therefore, n of C union T will always be greater than 73, and will always be less than the maximum number of persons available in the office, that is 100, correct. What we have got, put out these numbers here. While putting this, you are getting nothing but minus 65, simplifying here, it is minus C intersection T, and it is nothing but 38. Minus sign is there, sign of the inequality will get reversed, sign of the inequality will get reversed, and you will get n of C intersection T from 38 to 65. Check it out. So, which one option is not lying in this interval? That will be the correct choice. So, option number A, that is option number 136 is the correct answer. Please check it out. Okay. Let us move to the next question. Yeah, here there is again some printing mistake is there. Note it down. Let me rectify the mistakes. The actual question is dx upon 1 plus e to the power sin x. The limits are symmetrical from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Okay, this is the rectification. Again I will say this is the most easiest question of the chapter definite integration. Anyone can do, anyone. Those who have just go through the class, those who have just gone through the class, they can do. Which property will be applicable? Property number 4, because the limits are symmetrical. Let us apply the property number 4. So, here 0 to pi by 2, applying the property number 4, it is dx f of x 1 plus e to the power sin x, f of minus x, x will be replaced by minus x. So, what you will get 1 plus e to the power minus of sin x dx, correct. 1 upon 1 plus e to the power sin x and 1 plus 1 upon 1 plus e to the power minus sin x, whatever the value here e, or it may be k, it may be t, it may be r, it may be 5, whatever, you will always get the value of this after taking the LCM. You will get denominator and numerator will be same, and you will get as 1. You should remember this also, very common question. So, hence you are getting the answer as pi by 2. So, option number 4 has become the correct choice to tick. Can we move to the next question? Question number 15, please read out it. It is from the chapter vector in 3D. I think we have got the second question from vector in 3D. Easy question, completely 3D based question it is. See, there is a line whose equation is given in terms of 3D. Any general point on that line can be written in terms of parametric 2 lambda minus 1 minus 2 lambda plus 3 and then minus lambda. This is the general point, let it be A. There is a point here whose name is 1, 2 and minus 3. We have to find the image of that point, let it be P. We have to find the image of that point P about this line, and which will be, let it be P days. So, we have to find this one, and this is given as ABC. Okay, fine, ABC. First of all, obviously from the basics of the light property, we know that if you need to take the image, this line must be perpendicular. So, what is the direction ratio of the given direction ratio of the line? It is already given to us 2, minus 2 and minus 1. dr of first line 2, minus 2 and minus 1. What is the dr of the second line? Second line means what? This is the perpendicular line. What is the dr of this line? Check it out. Dr is nothing but the difference of the coordinates. So, dr of second line can we find? Yes, definitely. 2 lambda minus 1 minus 1, 2 lambda minus 2, minus 2 lambda plus 3 minus, so it is minus 2 lambda plus 1 minus lambda minus 3 minus lambda plus 3. I hope it is correct, minus lambda plus 3. Now, obviously since these two lines are perpendicular, their corresponding multiplication will be 0. 2 lambda minus 2 into 2 plus minus 2 lambda plus 1 into minus 2 plus minus lambda plus 3 into minus 1, and after simplification we are getting the value of lambda to be 1. So what is the point A has become? Put the value of lambda here, you are getting 1, minus 1 and minus 1, sorry 1 1 and minus 1, 1 1 and minus 1, correct. And obviously A must be the midpoint of P days, A must be the midpoint of P days, so it will be what, see check out, so 1 will be equal to A plus 1 by 2, 1 will be equal to B plus 2 by 2, this one is what, minus 1 will be equal to C plus C minus 3 by 2. Simplifying you are getting the value of A is 1, B is 0, C is 1, A plus B plus C they have asked, so it is obviously 2. Option number 1 is the correct choice to tick. Let us move to the next question please. Yeah, this question has two concepts, basic concepts. First it comes under the chapter determinant, and then again after simplifying you are getting a function in terms of trigonometry, so you should know about the basic maximum and minimum values of the trigonometry. Let us simplify it. F of theta, by using the row and column transformation, what we can get, suppose I am writing column 1 is column 1 minus column 2, what we will get, minus sign it will be 1, 12 minus 10 it will be 2, minus 1 minus sine square theta, one and minus 2, correct. Again using R1, replacing R1 by R1 minus R2, what you will get, sir, 1 minus 1, 1, or let me write plus, R1 plus R2, it will be 1 plus 1 2, 1 2, this plus this, minus of sine square theta plus cos square theta will be minus 1 only, so hence you will get minus 3, minus 1 minus cos square theta, 10, 1 1 minus 2. Simplifying you are getting this as 4 cos of 2 theta. Now you can simplify it easily, but the theta is restricted, the domain is restricted from minus pi by 4 to pi by 2. So here if theta is from pi by 4 to pi by 2, 2 theta will be from pi by 2 to pi, equality holds. Cos theta or cos x is a function which is decreasing in this domain, that is minus pi by 2 to pi. You can check it out in the graph. Suppose I am drawing the graph of cos x, this is the line of cos x, so it is pi by 2, it is pi, it is a decreasing function. So if you apply a decreasing function in inequality, the sign of the inequality must be changed. Cos 2 theta, cos pi is equal to minus 1, cos pi by 2 is equal to 0. What we require, 4 of cos 2 theta, hence it is from minus 4 to 0. So the maximum value is the minimum, that is represented by small m, has become minus 4, capital M, the maximum value is become 0. So what result you have got? They have asked us to find the order pair small m comma capital M. So minus 4 comma 0. So option number 1 has become the correct choice. Check it out. Let us move to the next question. Again this question is a good question, let us see. This question comes from two topics, two concepts will be involved. First is trigonometric, inverse trigonometric function. Second one is you should know the general term, that is sequence and series, that we learnt in sequence and series. So here the general term is 3, 7, 13, 21. How to find the general term? What is the pattern you are observing? You can see, so the difference are in increasing order. The difference between any two consecutive terms are increasing, and that is increasing in AP. Try to observe. see here, suppose I am writing constructing a new series, let it be Pn, let it be Pn, 3 plus 7 plus 13 plus 21, let the last term be small t n, correct. Rewriting the series just by shifting one term, 3 plus 7 plus 13 t n, subtract the corresponding term series, you will get 0 in the left hand side, 3, and you can see in the brackets you have started the terms to get in AP 4, 6, 8, this will be minus of Tn. Can you tell me how many terms are there in this bracket? So obviously there are n minus 1 terms are there in the bracket. So let me write it again, Tn will be equal to 3 plus, these are the number of terms are n minus 1 which are in AP. Let us put the formula of AP, n minus 1 by 2 twice of A, 4, n minus 1, so n is n minus 1 here, so it will become n minus 2, the common difference is 2. Simplifying, we are getting Tn as n square plus n plus 1, this is a general term, that means that we are finding the general term of the denominator. So the general term of the nth term will be what, tan inverse 1 by n square plus n plus 1. Let us write in terms of r, that will be much comfortable. Tr of this, Tr of this series, which is the series of inverse trigonometric function, it will be tan inverse 1, in terms of r I am writing, so 1 plus r square plus r. Let us manipulate the numerator, in numerator 1 is available, can we make 1 as the subtraction of 2 terms? Yes, r plus 1 minus r is done. Now we can use the formula, which formula sir? The formula of inverse trigonometric function, tan inverse A minus tan inverse B, this is nothing but tan inverse r plus 1 minus tan inverse of r, correct. So this is the Tr term, we have to find the sum of first and 10 terms, so S10 will be equal to T1, T2, T3, T4 dot T of 10, correct. Let me use the color of the pen, let me change the color of the pen, yeah. So what you are getting, T1 is nothing but for tan inverse 2 minus tan inverse 1. Similarly, what will be our T2? So tan inverse 3 minus tan inverse 2. I think you have observed the pattern. In the corresponding brackets, terms start getting cancelling each other. The last term will be what? Tan inverse 11 minus tan inverse 10. So can you tell me which are the terms getting cancelled? So tan inverse 2, tan inverse 2. So from the last one, which obviously this one will be cancelled, and the first term of the last bracket will be remaining. So here it will be tan inverse of 11 minus tan inverse of 1. Again use that formula whatever we have used here, we are getting 10 by 12, which is nothing but tan inverse of 5 by 6. They are asking us to find tan of S, it is 10, okay, tan of S. Therefore tan of S is what, tan of tan inverse, it will become nothing but S, the value is nothing but 5 by 6. Check out if there any problem, no, fine. Next let us see, option number 3 is the correct one, that means. Hopefully you have understood this question, easy, little bit conceptually, 2 concepts are used and nothing else. Easy question, common question, we can say it is a common question. Let us move to the next question please. Question number 18, again AP, mark down this point please. AP, how much they have given weightage in the algebra part, questions of AP, quadratic equations, many questions are from there. Mark down the points, you should mark these points, AP. So again you see this term is involved everywhere now. Let us consider 3 to the power 2 sine of 2 alpha st. Alpha can be any real number, alpha can be any real number. sin 2 alpha will be from minus 1 to 1. So, twice of sin alpha, twice of sin 2 alpha will be from minus 2 to 2. We have to put 3, there is an exponential function we are putting over this, increasing function it will be, so 9 and it has become 1 by 9. So, you should make sure that t should always be from 1 by 9 to 9, otherwise that will other values won't be acceptable. Let us see. The first 3 terms are in AP. What are the first 3 terms? T, 3 to the power minus 1 is t by 3, 14, it is 81 by t. These 3 terms are in AP, okay, are in AP. If ABC are in AP, A plus C is equal to twice B. So, let us use that, t by 3 simplifying we are getting t square, 3t into 28 it is nothing but 84 and this is 243. You are getting 2 solution, you can check it out, middle term factorization kiya, so 3 and 81. Obviously 81 will not be considered. Why it is not? The value of t should be lying from minus 1 by 9 to 9. So, only this value is acceptable, okay beta, only this value is acceptable. So, okay fine, let us check it out here. So, t is equal to 3. So, therefore, A will become what of this GP AP? A is 1 and similarly D will be what? 14 minus 1, it is 13. So, if you have got A and D, you can find all the terms of the AP, which are the 5th term they are asking, okay, 6th term A plus 5 of D, which will be 60 of 6, 66. So, option number 1 has become the correct choice to take, correct. Let us please move to the next question. Question number 19. This question has involved 2 concepts. One, you should know the basics of quadratic, and the second it is involving limits. Standard formula of limits will be used here. Let us check it out. Alpha is the positive root of the equation. There are 2 roots. It is observed that both the roots are, one root is positive, one root is negative, one root is 2 and the other root is minus 1. So, obviously alpha will be equal to 2, the acceptable root will be 2, positive root. Here let us see here, solution of this question I am going to write. If you put alpha as 2, it will be x minus 2. If you put x equal to alpha plus, that is 2 plus, if you put 2 here, numerator is 0, 1 minus cos 0, cos 0 is 1, 1 minus 1 is 0, 0 upon 0, 0 is what, in denominator it is x minus 2, so 2 minus 2 is 0. So, basically it is an indeterminate form, we have to solve it, we have to simplify it. Let us see how. X, let me write 2 plus, in place of alpha I am writing 2 plus, correct, 1 minus cos of Px, Px is this one, x square minus x minus 2, x plus alpha minus 4, which is already we have written, so it is nothing but x minus 2. 2, use the standard formulas, it is nothing but theta only, so 1 minus cos theta is equal to 2 sin square theta by 2. Let us use this, it is root 2 mod के टर्म में आएगा sin of x square minus x minus 2 by 2. I hope it is clear. So, since it is mod in the numerator, let us make the sign, let us make the same thing available in denominator also. If you are making it available in the numerator, denominator etc. from your side, to make up the things you have to put in the numerator also. And originally it was present as x minus 2, correct. So, see, if you just observe, if you put x equal to 2 here, this term is giving us 0, this term is 0, sin 0 by 0 format is always equivalent to 1. So, which is going to be 1? This is 1 हो गया. Let us move here, root 2 is there, in numerator, in denominator is what was 2, so it will become 1 by root 2. and see here it is limit x tending to 2 plus mod a x minus 2 x plus 1 x minus 2. What you have to check? You have to put x equal to 2 plus. So, it is a positive quantity, it is a positive quantity. So, this mode will open as positive. So, hence x minus 2 will be cancelled out, and ultimately you are getting, by putting the value of x as 2 plus, you are getting 3. So, hence the answer has become 3 by root 2. Option number 3 is the correct choice. Clear? Check it out. Move to the next question. Okay, this question, the first question we are obtaining from complex number, and that is also a easy level question based on basic algebra. See here, let me consider the complex number to be, let x plus iy be the complex number, z equal to x plus iy. Suppose, so what will be my z bar? X minus iy. What will be my z minus 2 real number of z bar? So, it will be x minus iy minus 2x minus x minus iy, correct. What will be my fourth point? Fourth and last point is z minus twice of real of z. So, it is again x minus iy, which is x plus iy minus twice of x, hence it has become minus x plus iy. It is given as this 4 points represent the vertices of a square having side 4. These are 4 points. Let us put them in the Argand plane. If you put them in the Argand plane, say it is x comma y, x plus y can be written as x comma y, it is nothing but x minus y, this is the conjugate of this one, x minus y. Next one is here 1 point, here 1 point, and it is given to us that it is a square, minus x y minus x minus y, and it is given to us that it is a square only. So, obviously this must be equal to this, or total side must be equal to this, twice x must be equal to twice y, x must be equal to y. So, therefore, x plus y is equal to 4. So, hence x is equal to y is equal to 2. So, mod z they are asking us to find, it is 2 square to 2 square 2 root 2. 2 root 2, option number 4 is the correct one, that is mod z. You have to find the length of this. Is correct? Just see here. This is the correct one. This is 2 root 2. This is the mod z. Very simple question of complex number. Complex number is considered to be the toughest chapter, but see the level of the question. They have given a simple question. Okay. No, every chapter you should read thoroughly. You will definitely get the answers. Next, question number 21. This question comes from the chapter straight line. Again a basic level question. If you have the basic understanding, you can go through. If the lines is a distance, if there is any distance feasible between two lines, that means what? The lines are parallel. Otherwise, if the lines are intersecting, the distance, the shortest distance between those two lines will be 0. So, if this line and this line, let it be 2x minus y plus 3 equal to 0, the other line is given as 4x minus 2y plus alpha. Okay. The distance between these two is given as 1 by root 5. It is like this. So, can we do one thing here? Rewriting this by multiplying 2, so that the coefficient of x and y will be same. See here, I am rewriting this line, this is 4x minus 2y plus 6. Why I am doing so? To make the coefficient of x and y in both the lines to be same. So, using the distance parallel distance formula, it is nothing but alpha minus 6 by, you will get 2 root 5 is equal to 1 by 5, 1 by root 5. So, basically you are getting alpha minus 6 as equal to 2. So, alpha is equal to 6 plus minus 2, 2 values of alpha are possible. Similar thing we are doing for this line also, this 6x, again this line is also parallel, 6x minus 3y plus beta multiply by 3 to make the coefficients equivalent, 6x minus 3y, 3 into 3 is 9, the distance between them is given as 2 by root 5. Okay. Apply the distance formula, parallel distance formula, it will be beta minus 9 by 3 root 5 is equal to given as 2 root 5. See, root 5 will be cancelled out and you are getting beta minus 9 is equal to plus minus 6. Is it correct only? Yes sir. So, beta is equal to 9 plus minus 6. I hope it is correct. Have you understood this point? Next, listen to me. So, it will be 36, 49, 49, no, yeah, correct only. So, you have to find the sum of all these values. So, if you find the sum, you are getting 2, this plus 2 minus 2 and plus 6 minus 6 will be cancelled out. So, it will be 2, 9 plus 6. So, hence it is 30 only. So, the answer, the correct answer is 30. Okay. Numerical question hai ye, options are not given, so you have to find the answers. Option is 30 is the correct one. Clear? Move to the next question please. Yeah, first question we are observing from binomial expansion. Let us see what is required in this question. The natural number, keyword is natural number, it is mentioned here. The natural number m for which the coefficient of x in binomial expansion, coefficient of x power is 1, that means is 1540. Okay, fine. So, what we can do here, let us write down the general term. T r plus 1 is what? 22 C r, x to the power m to the power 22 minus r 1 upon x square to the power r. So, what is the power of x? Rewrite it, x to the power 22 m minus mr minus 2r, this we are getting as power of x. This value should be 1. Okay. 22 m minus mr minus 2r is equal to 1. So, from this we have got the relation between m and r. Now, it is given the natural number of n for which the coefficient of this, what is the coefficient here? 22 CR should be equal to 1540. So, if you observe 1540, you can see 1540 can be written as 22 into 70. 22, 17, 70 is what? 21. ध्यान से देखोगे 23 into 2. 21 by 3 is 7, 20 by 2 is 10, 3 into 7 into 10 is 70. You can see it is equivalent only. So, it is nothing but 22 C3. 22 C3 is also having one more value, which is 22 C19. So, which value you should consider? The value of r to be considered is 3 or 9. We have to check for both the values. Okay, and in this point we will be using whether it is a natural number or not. See, so if r is equal to, both are the possibilities. So, if r is equal to 3, what you are getting is m. Put r is 3. So, 22 m, 3 m minus twice r is 6 is equal to 1. So, obviously m is not natural number. You can see here it is not a natural number. If r is equal to 19, whether we are getting a natural number, let us check it out. 22 m minus 19 m minus 2 into 19 is 38 is equal to 1. So, 3 m is equal to 39, m is equal to 13, correct. So, what they have asked, the natural number m for which the coefficient of this binomial expansion is 1540. We have to find the value of m, not r. Please beware from silly mistakes. Many of you have ticked in this question as r is equal to, answer is 19 also. Please beware of those silly mistakes. So, m equal to 13 is the correct answer for this question. 13 is the correct answer for question number 22. Put down the points in which you may do some silly mistake, note down those points. Okay. Okay. Next, move to the question number 23. This is a question from function in which greatest integer function is used. You should know the definition of greatest integer function. F of x is given as x into box of x by 2. The domain is restricted from -10 to 10. You can also do the graph also, but I will not suggest that. It simply can be done by using the definition. See, let me write here. F of x will be what? If you see, if x is from where you should make the integer inside this box. So, if you are putting -10, you are getting -20. If you are putting next, what value you put to get the integer? So, -8. So, from -10 to 8 you are getting one definition. So, x is from -10 to 8, -8. What definition you will get? For -10 only. ध्यान से देखोगे बेटा. From -8 equal sign will applicable here. -8 to 6. If you put -8 here, -8 if you are putting here, what value will get? Sorry. Okay, fine. If you are putting -10 over here, you are getting nothing but -5. Okay, -5 you will get. So, it is -5x. Here it is -5 4x. Next -6 to it's 4 -3x. Similarly, move on. It's -2x -2 to 0. So, it is -2 to 0. Try to understand, it is -x. From 0 to what you will get? So, 0. From 2 to 4 what you will get? So, x. Similarly, from 4 to 6 you will get 2x. 6 to 8 you will get 3x. From 8 to 10 you will get 4x. Is it correct to you? Is it correct or not? Please tell me. I hope it is correct. Next, so see at what points, at all these points the function it seems to be discontinuous. If you apply LHN, what are the doubt points? The doubt points is sir -8, -6, -4, -2, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, -10. If you check LHN and RH, if you check LHL, RHL and value of the function, you will get always the function is discontinuous. But at one point, if you see at x equal to 0, if you see at x equal to 0, at x equal to 0, LHL, RHL, f of 0. I am trying to find all the three values. LHL will be what, sir? If you put any value less than this, what value you are getting? LHL, what value you will get? Sir, 0. RHL, any value you put, h, again put h tend to 0, you are finding a limiting value, that is 0. Here it is equal sign is there, it was equal sign is there. So, f of 0 is also 0. So, function is continuous at x equal to 0 and all other points it is not continuous. So, what are the number of points? They are asking us to find the number of points the function is discontinuous. Let us see whether from -10 to 10. So, let me count a number. I am using again different color pen. 1, 8, 'So how many points you have got? So 8 points. So the number of points or the points where the function is discontinuous, points of discontinuity. What are the points? You can write down minus 8, minus 6, minus 4, minus 2, 2, 4, 6, 8. So, there are 8 points. Number of such points is 8 is the answer. At 0 it has become continuous. Have you got it? Let us see the question number 24. This question comes from the chapter probability. Okay, fine. What is given here? Binomial distribution is required. 4 fair dice are thrown independently 27 times. One experiment is repeated for 27 number of times. Then the expected number of times at least 2 dice shows up 3 or 5. Okay. So, just write down here, let P event in which a dice shows up either 2 or 3, either 2 or 3. So, can you tell me how many numbers are there in the sample space in throwing a dice? 6. So, probability of P, small event P, here it is written in terms of small letter p, will be equal to 2 by 6, that is 1 by 3. Now, so required number, expected number of times, required number is equal to the number of times we are getting in one experiment, in one throw is what? See, out of 4 maybe 2 dice are showing, any 2 dice are showing either 2, either 3 or 5, either 3 or 5 it is given, okay? Either 3 or 5. So, in how many ways they can this? See here, so 1 by 3 to the power 2, the remaining 2 dice can show any other number. So, the probability is 1 minus 1 by 3 is what? 2 by 3 to the power 2, correct? At least, the word at least is mentioned here, at least 2 dice. So, that means what? More than 2 are also possible, 3, 4, let us write it down. All the 3 dice, that means what? Here I am writing 3 dice, out of 4 any 3 dice are showing either 2, either 3 or either 5. See how to do? 1 by 3 to the power 3, 2 by 3, one dice is not showing any of the number 3 or 5. The next case possible is what? All the 4 dice are showing either 3 or 5, 1 by 3 to the power 4. But this experiment is doing for 27 number of times. So, we have to multiply it by 27 and see what results we are getting. 3 to the power 2, 3 to the power 2. So, ultimately it is 3 to the power 4. You can take it common. 4C2 is 6 into 4, 4C3 is 4 into 2, 4C4 is 1. So, the result we are getting is nothing but 1 by 3 is 24, 8, 33. So, hence answer has become 11. So, the answer will become 11 is the correct answer. This is the only question comes from the chapter probability, right? PNC is also used basically. Next, let us move to the question number 25. Here we got the question from PNC. See, read out then the question. Everyone please read it out. The number of words with or without meaning that can be formed by taking 4 letters at a time from the letters of the word syllabus such that 2 letters are distinct and 2 letters are alike. So, this permutation of alike objects in which exactly one case is given, this case is given only, generally otherwise we have to make the several cases, but one case is given. So, first of all let us write down the letters, which letters are present, how many S are present, so 2 S are present, how many L are present, 2 L are present, Y, A, B, U, 2, 2, 4, 4, 8, 4, 8, fine. So, the availability of S is 2, the availability of L is 2 and all the other letters the availability is 1, 1, 1. We have to form 2 letters, 2 alike letters plus 2 different letters. In how many ways we can select first? We will be doing first by selection, then by arrangement. Let us see in how many ways we can select this. In how many ways we can select two alike letters? There are two possibilities in which we can select two alike letters. Out of C, 2C1, we are selecting one of the box in which two boxes are available which can provide us two alike letters. So, there are two boxes available, out of this we are selecting one of the box, 2C1 ways, and we will take all the two letters, that is in one way, into, that is one I am not writing here. Out of, now the two alike letters are already been selected, now you have to select two different letters. How many possibilities are there which can give us two different letters? So, if you are selecting 2S, then L can also give us one L which will be different, obviously one L and one Y you can select, one L and one B you can select. So, how many possibilities are there? Sir, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Suppose S has 2S has been selected, suppose the case, then how many possibilities are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 letters are there, distinct letters are there. Out of 5 we have to select 2. Now, in our hand how many letters are there? 4 letters. 2 are distinct, 2 are alike. 4 letters, 2 are distinct, 2 are alike. In how many ways they can be arranged? So simple, 4 factorial by 2 factorial, and check out the answer, what answer you are getting. 2 into 5C2 is 10, 4 factorial by 2 factorial, that is what, 24 by 2, 12. So the answer has become 240. Is it correct? 240 is the answer. This is the only question it came from the chapter PNC. One question from PNC, one question from probability. Both the easy questions are there. So here we have finished the paper. See, whatever doubts you are having, you can post in the comment box. Okay. So this paper has been discussed. Similarly, we will be uploading or we will be solving all the papers, and all the papers will be uploaded. If you have any query regarding this, you can message in the comment box. Now let me talk about my iAcademy. We are going to introduce long term batches very soon, and why I am referring it to, because more than 50 students, I am very happy to say this, more than 50 students are getting full marks, that is 100 percentile they will get in mathematics, they are getting as per as my knowledge, it may be more than that. Okay. So we are going to launch long term batch very soon. So those who want to join, those who want to have any information, please visit the nearby offices of Sri Chaitanya. Hereby I am concluding it. Thanks.